Now, welcome to today's episode, and we are going to look at what is going on in the executive, where we have the deputy president who has been all over making some loose tank talks. Now, the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, came into an MOU with the president, William Ruto, when they were campaigning. He was to be crowned as the running mate of William Ruto, only for that reason, to play the running mate position. Now, the DP has started to position himself in a manner that he seems to be ruling as a co-president at some point, and also trying to dispense an oath of power which should not come from his office. And also there is an oath of nuisance in his tongue. Let's look at the first reason. The president recently issued an executive order clearly defining the roles of the DP and the roles of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. If you look at the roles of the DP, that is to facilitate intergovernmental relationships, that is the county government and the national government. So the issue of devolution has been placed in the office of the DP. In that reason, the other role that was allocated to DP is the minor one of interministerial coordination. But the major part was shifted to the office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, coordinating matters of interministerial policies implementation and doing matters of legislative agenda and coordination of projects in conjunction with the Ministry of Interior. So the coordination of projects was formerly in the office of the DP, but has been transferred to the office of the Prime CS. That was a wise step taken by the president, considering the character of his DP. The second thing is the statesmanship that Gachagua has refused to attain. He is still a mere person with a character maybe of a village person, because the way he is talking, he is still in the old days of Moi regime. He has refused to attain the statesmanship with the recent spark and confusion when he differed with the Nairobi governor, Sakaja. He lowered himself into city politics until even he was condemned by the senator. So that character that is being displayed by the DP, it shows lack of statesmanship and should be corrected. The other issue is the one of still going after Uhuru victims, the ones who were involved in the state capture, and also going after national government administration officers, that is the Madeira chiefs. When you start telling the chiefs to resign because they supported Azimio, a whole DP has lowered himself into doing some nonsense like those, shows that this man is still emotional and has not fully recovered from what Uhuru did to him, unlike the president who has moved on and is ready working for the nation. Now, the last one is the DP is trying to position himself as the Mount Kenya kingpin, but he is using the wrong strategy, whereby when he opens his mouth every time, he talks about the Kikuyu nation, forgetting that he is the deputy president of the whole country, the principal assistant of the president. So he is trying to pursue the kingpinship of Mount Kenya using the wrong motive of trying to say, I am fighting for your rights. I am fighting for the Matatu owners from Mount Kenya. I am fighting for the coffee from Mount Kenya. I am fighting for the tea from Mount Kenya. So everything is just about Mount Kenya, Mount Kenya, Mount Kenya. And that one is going to bring division in the country and is trying to promote regionalism, which we are trying to eradicate. So the DP needs to be allocated good advisors who are strict to help shape him as the real deputy president and in that status, not as a mere person who just talk recklessly. Even after cabinet retreat, he is still trying to tell us that there is a Thanksgiving and there's the Thanksgiving rally to be organized by the president and the Sagana 2 issues. So that is just a way of trying to invest too much time on being crowned as Mount Kenya kingpin. So the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, can you cease from parading tribalism, nepotism in Kenya and focus on delivery as your colleagues? And therefore, unless you want us to position you as the Minister of Nuisance, the president might be using a strategy to ensure that by 2027, he has dethroned his DP and picks Mudavadi as his running mate. The guess is always good as mine.